Oh, so Argentina introduces millionaire tax to help pay for coronavirus. What a great idea. A millionaire tax, huh? Oh, I think that everywhere in the world should implement the millionaire tax, the Argentina millionaire tax. And even, isn't it just fantastic to see that people on Twitter are all loving this? They're all saying that this should be implemented worldwide. Oh, fantastic. I just think that this is so long overdue, isn't it? Oh my God, the work in humanity. And the fact of the matter is that this probably will be implemented worldwide. Why not use the quote unquote coronavirus as a Trojan horse to start up this? And then, I'm sure once it happens in Argentina, and then once it starts happening in other places in the world, I'm sure everything will just get better. I'm sure everything will just go back to normal, and they won't do it again, right? They won't use similar policies in other areas to vacuum up money. Now, I guess the real debate of the question here is this better than printing? Is this form of wealth distribution better than printing money, or is it on par, or is it just a world of or are they just trying to advocate for Bitcoin? Because from a cryptocurrency point of view, I mean, this is bullish news. Funny to just see those fiat people really getting pounded into the dirt. But it is all of us should honestly should have sort of a fight or flight response to this. But hell, I'm sure Singapore will bring more millionaire migrants, because that's honestly what people don't realize with this kind of thing. The millionaires are mobile. I don't think that anybody really understands that. They can leave when stuff like this happens. The other funny thing about it is, what is it? I mean, it's like multiple millions in Argentina money, but really what it translates to is like your average millionaire, like a 1 million or 2 millionaire in USD denomination, which really isn't that wealthy. Sure, it's a quote unquote one-time tax, but still, the writing is on the wall for cryptocurrency, and anything of that sort, I would imagine, is a big a bold face advertisement for Bitcoin, and it, certainly that sort of Singapore migrant sort of thing, and of course you look at Singapore is in a pretty interesting place. They're positioning themselves in to be a pretty big player in the cryptocurrency space, and now they're going to be getting all these people from all around the world, because not everywhere in the world is going to be implementing this hit the rich with a wealth tax due to a pandemic. But still, bet on Bitcoin's inevitability. Here's what 5 crypto experts say about the price hitting an all-time high near $20,000 this week. With Bitcoin hitting an all-time high this week, major players are reflecting on how far the space has evolved since the previous record set in December 2017. The bullish case appears to be intact as institutional interest remains elevated for Bitcoin. 5 crypto experts weighed in on its rally, explaining why Bitcoin has room to go higher and how the dollar's weakness will fuel it further. So the article talks about Peter Smith, CEO and co-founder of crypto exchange blockchain.com. Smith said Bitcoin was a grand experiment from 2011 to 2014, when some thought it would take over traditional currencies. But between 2014 and 2017, the blockchain.com team recognized it could work, which is definitely interesting. And blockchain.com, I don't know why I read that wrong, but yeah, so from 2017 and onward, Bitcoin became inevitable. But the Bitcoin inevitability, he said, bet on Bitcoin inevitability, and I think we're really seeing the writing on the wall. It couldn't have really, I don't think anybody could have imagined that it would look like this. So brings me to DigiByte, because I think, Bitcoin, I think it's blockchain inevitability too. Sure, Bitcoin is sort of like that figurehead, but looming in the background, we have all the different altcoins that we love. $50,000 Bitcoin in 2021. Bloomberg analysts join the traditional onslaught, driving Bitcoin's rally. A new crypto outlook from Bloomberg suggests BTC could reach $50,000 in 2021, topping off a month of major institutional momentum for the asset. On the edition of the weekly recap, NLW looking at the consolidating narrative of a Bitcoin rally. Definitely interesting to see there. How this family survived 40 countries living solely off Bitcoin for 4 years. Wow, pretty cool. Sort of what a lot of people are going to end up doing. People start losing faith in their currencies and stuff like that. So yeah, let's check out this. This is sort of a big story for the day. Argentina Senate passed a tax on about 12,000 of the country's richest people on Friday to pay for the corona measures, including medical supplies and relief for the poor and small businesses. In a session streamed live on YouTube. Does anybody else think of that as sort of dystopian, that these things are all being streamed on YouTube? I remember back when YouTube was just freaking cat videos, but after a long and polarizing debate, the so-called solidarity contribution was signed into law with 42 votes in favor and 26 agents. And as the pro-government alliance flexed its majority, the government of Fernandez hopes to raise 300 billion pesos, which is 3.75 billion, with the one-off levy. Sure, one-off. Yeah, all right. Which, and then you got people on Twitter calling it a slippery slope. Leave you to read in between the lines on that, which earlier passed the chamber of, of course, 115 against. Wow. So 44 million population has been deemed badly hit by the pandemic, with more than 1.4 million cases. Somebody say that China should pay for it, and the citizens who've been, the rich punish the rich for making money, I suppose. But that's sort of, and honestly, one of the scariest things is people tweeting at Joe, at Sleepy Joe. But yeah, so more secure, faster, and forward thinking. Let's look at the positive. DigiByte blockchain. If we've been stacking sats, if you want control over your money, looks like USD is anybody's game now. All that it takes is a levy to get passed, and they could have their hands right in your pockets immediately. But I'd imagine that it's much harder for them to get their hands into your crypto wallet, especially if it's on a Tether or some sort of hard cold storage. If one were inclined to do so or have such, which I would suppose these sort of things are a huge advertisement for cryptocurrency, and it brings me even more credence to my initial predictions about the prices of such technologies like DigiByte, which is a rapidly open source blockchain created. It's been around, well proven, spread around the world. And as we could see, families like these living off of Bitcoin, and of course, Bitcoin being DigiByte being sort of a better Bitcoin. So definitely interesting things to pay attention to there. And I could easily see $50,000 Bitcoin in 2021, or, over a long enough time frame, any price prediction really, because eventually we're not going to be able to weigh the value of these assets. Things are going to get ugly. We're not going to be able to weigh values of these things through using denominations like USD or any fiat. Just there won't really be any frame of reference. The volatility aspect is there until it's not. But yeah, so definitely interesting things happening regarding DigiByte. Please comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about the different news events that we've seen occurring today. Love to hear it. Love to hear what you guys have to say. Definitely some very interesting, borderline dystopian things happening. But remember, don't be demoralized. Stack those sats. These are good things if you're on the right side of history, essentially. If you're a Bitcoin bull, a Bitcoin advocate, cryptocurrency is your thing, then hopefully you'll be safe. But yeah, definitely let me know what part of the world you guys are watching. Do you agree with these different news events that we've seen happening? Or do you see them as something else? I always love to hear it. Definitely interesting, though. Definitely tweet at Elon Musk, try to get him to talk about DigiByte. Would definitely be interesting. certainly interesting for me to see what you guys have to say. Always interested in the community and all the different amazing things that we've been able to accomplish. I definitely see DigiByte as really one of the best communities, one of the best cryptocurrency communities that currently exists on the website, and I'm thankful and happy to be a part of it, and have so many great people who've been showing support, all the great subscribers, and everybody who smashes that like button and shares this across all different platforms on the social medias, as I know that many of you do, many of you staunch advocates who enjoy this content, and of course with all the different news events that we've been seeing, and of course the recent price hikes and the things that we've been seeing happening with Bitcoin, notwithstanding all the different events that's been happening in terms of current events and all that stuff. I hope that you guys have been really trucking along. But yeah, of course, remember this video is for entertainment, educational purposes only. I'm not your dad, I'm not your financial advisor, so you have to do your own research. You have to make your own way in this world, and I'm not going to tell you what to do. This video is entirely my opinion, entirely hypothetical, and I in no way, shape, or form would tell you what to do financially. It's just something that you have to say when you talk about Bitcoin in this world that we live in. But yeah, all that being said, hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Smash that like button, subscribe, put on post notifications. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have an exciting day.